Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, hello Patito. Welcome to my video presentation on understanding predication in linguistics. Before we delve in the intricacies of predication, let's first explore the foundational concept of semantics. Semantic is the study of meaning in language, encompassing how words, frasa, and sentence convey meaning. Predication, a key aspect of semantics, play a crucial role in understanding how sentence express proposition or make prediction. Now, let's explore the various components of predication. The first one is predication. Predication is a linguistic concept that involves attributing properties, action, or state to entities in simpler terms. It's about making statement or assertion about things. In a sentence, predication typically involves a subject, which is the entity being talked about, and predicate, which is what is being said about the subject. Let's break it down further. The first example is consider this is the sentence. For the example, the cat is sleeping. Here the cat is the subject and is sleeping is the predicate. The predicate is sleeping attribute the state of sleeping to the subject, the cat. This is an example of predication where we are making a statement about what the cat is doing. Prediction contained in a sentence. Prediction often involves making prediction or assertion about event, state, or action. Let's examine this aspect further. C will win the race. The prediction encapsulates several layers of linguistic and cognitive. The use of future tense verb will win indicates temporal aspect suggesting an event yet occur. The modal auxiliary will imbues the prediction with a sense of certainty, reflecting the speaker confidence in anticipate outcome. The choice of subject C introduces agency of subjectivity into a prediction, implying the individual capability and the speaker assessment of their potential success. Contextual factors such as competitive environment and the individual past performance influence the prediction, adding depth to its implication. Despite the apparent certainty, the prediction remains conditional, acknowledging the dynamic nature of future events. This analysis underscores the intricate interplay of linguistic, cognitive, and situal factors within prediction contained within predicate. So next is the verb and major type. Verb are a powerhouse of sentence, expressing action, state, or occurrence. Understanding their roles and classification aids in dissecting sentence structure effectively. Example of verb. She danced gracefully. Here, dance is the verb, depicting the action performed by she. This is a typical example of a verb conveying in action. Major type of verb. Verb are categorized into major type based on their function within a sentence or their primary types. The first one is action verb. Action verb significant tangible action performed by the subject. They can be physical or mental activities. For an example of action verb is run. In the sentence, she runs every morning. In the verb, run signifies a physical action performed by the subject. See, this action verb denotes tangible activity, specifically the act of running, which is a routine part of the subject morning activity. The verb runs convey movement and energy, highlighting the physical exertion involved in action. This example is illustrate how action verb express dynamic behavior or activity undertaken by the subject, contributing to the vividness of clarity the sentence meaning. The next one is linking verb. Linking verb connect the subject to a subject complement, describing or renaming the subject. For example, of linking verb is seem. For the sentence is, she seems tired today. The verb seems function as linking verb, connecting the subject she to the subject complement, tired. This linking verb establishes a relationship between the subject and its attribute, describing the subject's current state of being tired. Unlike action, verb that denote physical action, linking verb serve to attribute qualities or condition to the subject, allowing for the description remaining of the subject. For this example, seems links she to the state of tiredness, providing the insight into the subject condition without implying by any specific action. This illustrates how linking verb facilitate the expression of state, attributing or condition, enriching the depth of meaning of the sentence. Okay, let's go to the last one. The last one is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, also known as helping verb, work alongside main verb to express tense, mood, or point. For example, auxiliary verb is have in the sentence, they have finished their homework. The auxiliary verb have works alongside the main verb. Finish to express completion in the present perfect tense. This auxiliary verb assists in indicating the tense of the action, specifying that the completion of the homework occurred in the past and has relevance to the present moment by using auxiliary verb have. The sentence conveys not only the action of finishing but also temporal aspect, highlighting the current state of completion. The auxiliary verb have aids in expressing the tense and purpose, enriching the sentence meaning by providing additional temporal information. Okay, for the last part is the conclusion. Our discussion has shed the light on the core concept predication and verb in linguistics. Predication involves making statement or prediction about entities as seen in sentence, like the cat is sleeping. Power of sentence express action states on occurrence. Action verb like run depict tangible action. Linking verbs such as seem connect subject to attribute, and auxiliary verb like have assist in expressing tense or mood. Understanding this concept help our understanding of how language convey meaning and enable us to analyze sentence structure effectively. That's all for me. Thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.